Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of A Minute of Truth, the program where we try to understand reality as it is, without embellishment or slogans. Today's episode touches each and every one of us because it's about a feeling that has become very widespread: loneliness, despite being surrounded by many people. My guest today is someone with a different perspective on life. He doesn't talk much, but when he does, he hits the nail on the head. Welcome to my guest, Rocky.
Welcome, and welcome to the viewer. I am delighted to be your guest.
Let me start with a seemingly simple question, but it's actually very complex. Why do you think so many people feel lonely despite having friends, a job, and social media full of people?
Because most relationships have become superficial. People talk a lot, but rarely listen. We know each other's news, but we don't know each other's feelings. We know who traveled, who bought something, who succeeded, but we don't ask, how are you feeling? What's bothering you? Loneliness doesn't mean being alone. Loneliness is feeling misunderstood.
So you believe that the problem is not the lack of people, but the quality of communication itself?
Exactly. There's a big difference between being surrounded by people and being surrounded by genuine care.
Okay, let's focus on this point for a bit. Social media is supposed to bring people closer together, but many people believe it has increased feelings of loneliness. What's your take on it?
It's a tool, but its use is what created the problem. People are constantly comparing themselves, seeing others' best moments and comparing them to their own worst. Besides that, we've become more reliant on writing and less on real conversation. A message replaces a phone call, an emoji replaces a feeling.
Does this make a person appear strong when inside they are fragile?
Yes, we kept embellishing the image and hiding the truth.
Let me bring up an important point. Many people say, I'm tired, but I don't like to complain. Is this maturity or fear?
In my opinion, it's fear. Fear of judgment, fear of being belittled, fear of speaking up and not receiving a response that reflects your effort. Many people have tried speaking up and were met with ridicule or belittlement, so they decided to remain silent.
Does this mean silence has become a defense mechanism?
Exactly. Not because the person is strong, but because they have been hurt before.
Let's be realistic. Some people carry heavy responsibilities: work, home, family. Does this pressure make a person forget about themselves?
Absolutely. Some people wake up every day with a to-do list that's more than they can handle. Over time, they put it off and get used to saying, later. But sometimes, later, never comes.
This explains why some people suddenly collapse without warning.
Yes, because collapse is not a moment, it's an accumulation.
If someone is watching us right now and feels this way, what should they do?
The first step is for him to acknowledge to himself that he needs someone. It doesn't have to be a solution, advice, or a lecture. He just needs to listen and be listened to.
The real question might not be, how do we get rid of loneliness? But rather, how do we get back to being real with each other? Rocky, thanks for this honest conversation.
I am the one who should thank you for opening up a space for discussion.
That was our episode of A Minute of Truth for today. If you were moved by it, share it with someone you care about. See you in the next episode.